Hi, this is Yi from Web Hosting Break, and today I'm going to review the WordPress theme INove. Now, INove, it's a very simple and clean WordPress theme. It can be quite corporate looking, as you can see here, and I guess it would suit bloggers that are looking for a more professional feel and look. INove gives you plenty of features to customize the layout with, however, it's not as straightforward as it looks. Firstly, the monochrome color palette and the crisp lines aren't distracting and won't deter your readers from your article posts. Now, there's a good space division between the main post area and also the sidebar. There's enough white space between objects so things don't look as cluttered, as you can see. Now, INove can be turned from a two-column theme, as we can see here, to a one-column theme in a switch. So simply, we just go to the back end, and under Appearances, we go to Theme Options. And as you can see here, under Sidebar, we simply tick Hide Sidebar from all pages. So let's have a look to see what that looks like. So Save Changes. Okay, and now let's refresh this. Okay, now this is great if you wanted more space to display larger images. So it's good if you have a photo blog, I guess. It can also apply the Notes sidebar layout to certain pages. So instead of just kind of getting rid of the sidebar from all pages, as we can see here, so let's just go back and untick Hide Sidebar from all pages. Save. So this will revert this back to a two-column blog. Okay, so let's say we wanted a page. So keep in mind, a page is different from a post. So here we have post, and here we have pages. So if we click under here, I've just added a new page. It's called Page Without Sidebar. So with INove, what you can do is that under Pages, when you create a new one, under Page Attributes, under Template, you can choose, so the default template is one with the sidebar. However, you can have Page Without Sidebar. So if you update that, I've actually have this page here. So as you can see, Page Without Sidebar, well, it doesn't have a sidebar. So you can select which pages to have a sidebar and which pages not to. Again, this is great flexibility. If, let's say, you wanted a page to be all photos and really display your photos, then this is great because you can really go beyond the usual, 620 pixel width photos. Okay, so you can also customize the background as well. So this is done through the back under Appearances, Background. So you can, I guess, fill it with an image or simply a color fill. So in terms of features, if you go to Appearances and Theme Options again, you can see that there are lots to be found here. Okay, so let's start with the notice here. So as you can see, this notice bar will display at the top of posts on homepage. So if I go back to my own blog, just the test blog, this is the notice post. I found that if I didn't format this, it's kind of, you wouldn't notice it. So I'm going to show you what I mean by this. So first I'm just going to copy, I'm going to cut this out, what I put in. So this is a default notice. Save this. And I'm going to show you what I mean by how it doesn't really stand out. So let's refresh this. There we go. So this is a default notice. Now, how did I get it to what I had before? Well, we have to use kind of HTML for this. And I know some of you are, I guess, beginners and don't know much about HTML. Well, there are lots of tools online that can help you out. So one of it, which I found, so if I go to this, it's simply called htmleditor.in. So what this is I can type in, so before I just typed in, this is a notice post, and I can customize it like how it's using the WYSIWYG. So I can change the color, say to red. I can make it make the font larger as well. Okay, and once I'm happy with this, I simply click on source, and it gives me the HTML source. So I simply copy this, go back to the back end, and then paste this. Here we go. and then save changes. So go to the front, refresh, and here we go. So again, this is a bit tedious, I guess, and the notice itself, it's kind of like a sticky post, I guess, but you know, you can display image or text. And I find that if you are going to do this and you're not a pro with HTML or don't know much about it, then I say the easiest way is just to create a sticky post at the back end. Now the banner and showcase features, if I go to the back again, banner and showcase, what's great about them is that you can actually tick who can see it. So you can say, okay, registered users can see it, commentators or visitors. So with the banner, you can actually display small images along the right hand side of your banner. So it doesn't really change the whole banner. Keep that in mind. And you can, well, I found that when I tested it out, when you put more than 5 lines of text, things will go out of alignment, which is quite annoying, I guess. And Showcase, on the other hand, it gives you the option to display text or image that will appear on the top side of your sidebar. So it will go on top of here. Again, they're both great features, however, you will need to know HTML and really tinker with the codes in order to get them working properly. It is a bit of a hassle to set up, and there are lots of foreign topics dedicated into how to do this, but I personally think the blog looks better without the banner on the right hand side or the showcase. In fact, it's probably easier with the showcase to set up an image or text widget. Now, another thing is, well, a positive thing is that you can depict which details to display in each post. So if we have a look at this, there's the author, and if I go down, there's actually the categories and also post tags as well. So sometimes if you have put the post into a lot of categories and if you have a lot of tags as well, it can get quite messy to display them. So again, behind theme options, we can actually select which one to show. So if I say, look, I don't want to show tags, and I'm not so enthused about categories either, but I do want to have author to be displayed. So if we save changes here, go to the front, and this would apply to all the posts. As you can see, it's much cleaner at the bottom. Okay. A great thing is the feed and Twitter button, which from the back end, if you scroll to the bottom, it's feed, show feed, and also add Twitter button as well. So if you don't want this, simply untick both of them. But what they both are, if we go to the front end, are these buttons here. So Twitter and RSS feed. If you hover over the RSS button, you can see that it gives you quite a few feeds. Although I find that the more popular ones are missing, for example Dig or Reddit and maybe Facebook as well. So in conclusion, INove is a basic theme with minimal distractions and clutter. However, it's not very dynamic, and I guess the font doesn't make the theme too inviting either. If you're looking to utilize the custom features fully, then you would really need to know a bit of HTML, which can be challenging for bloggers who are used to the more out-of-the-box custom options. So take a look and let me know what your thoughts are about INove. I mean, would you be downloading it, or maybe you're currently using it and you've had some problems with setting it up, or maybe you figured out that it is pretty easy to get it up and going. So let us know by commenting below. Until next week, this is Yi from Web Hosting Break. Cheers.